Greetings, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're embarking on an epic showdown of continents. Continent Showdown. Comparing Asia, Europe, Africa, the Americas, and Australia. Get ready to witness the remarkable diversity that our world holds. Asia. Asia is the largest continent in the world, both in terms of size and population. It's home to over 4.5 billion people, which is more than half of the world's population. Asia is also home to some of the world's oldest civilizations, such as China and India. The continent is incredibly diverse, with a wide range of cultures, languages, and religions. There are 49 countries in Asia. There are some countries which are geographically located in regions coming under Asia, but they are generally considered as a European nation or African nation. Two examples are Russia and Egypt. Asian countries are usually categorized as East Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries, South Asian countries, West Asian countries, and Central Asian countries. Europe. Europe is the second smallest continent in the world, but it's also one of the most densely populated. It's home to over 740 million people, which is about 10% of the world's population. Europe is a relatively young continent, with most of its countries having been founded in the last few centuries. The continent is also home to some of the world's most famous landmarks, such as the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum. Although Europe is the second smallest continent, there are many countries located in Europe. Europe is divided into 50 different countries. Russia is the largest country in Europe. Although a major part of Russia is geographically located in Asia, Russia is still considered a European country as it has close cultural, ethnic, and political ties with Europe. Some of the interesting names given to countries in different regions of Europe are Balkan countries, Nordic countries, etc. Africa. Africa is the second largest continent in the world, but it's also the least densely populated. It's home to over 1.3 billion people, which is about 16% of the world's population. Africa is a very diverse continent, with a wide range of cultures, languages, and religions. The continent is also home to some of the world's most extreme climates, from the scorching deserts of the Sahara to the frozen tundra of the Arctic. Africa is the second largest continent in the world. The different regions of Africa are Northern Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, which consists of Western Africa, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, and Middle Africa. The largest country by land area in Africa is Algeria, and the second largest country in Africa is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. The least populous and smallest country in Africa is Seychelles. The Americas. The Americas are the third largest continent in the world, and they're also the third most populous. They're home to over 1 billion people, which is about 13% of the world's population. The Americas are divided into two regions, North America and South America. North America is home to the United States, Canada, and Mexico. South America is home to countries like Brazil, Argentina, and Peru. South America is predominantly in the Southern Hemisphere. Brazil is the largest country in South America. South America is connected to North America through the Isthmus of Panama. The continent of North America has 23 sovereign countries. The countries located in the southern part of the North American continent are known as Caribbean nations and Central American countries. Canada is the largest country in North America. The USA is the second largest country in North America. Canada is also the second largest country in the world, and the USA is the fourth largest country in the world. Australia. Australia is the world's only continent that is governed by a single nation-state, Australia. It is the world's smallest continent. Australia is the smallest continent in the world, but it's also the most isolated. It's home to over 25 million people, which is about 0.3% of the world's population. Australia is a very young continent, with most of its landmass being formed in the last few million years. The continent is also home to some of the world's most unique wildlife, such as kangaroos and koalas. And that wraps up our journey, comparing Asia, Europe, Africa, the Americas, and Australia. Each continent is a unique chapter in our planet's story. If you enjoyed this exploration, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating content. Until we meet again, keep exploring and celebrating the diversity that makes our world so extraordinary. Stay connected with us. Subscribe for more global explorations. Check out our previous videos and join us on social media for daily inspiration. See you on our next worldwide adventure.